So now I would love to dive into those 4 trust triggers, because that's very intriguing to me, because I know there's certain false beliefs that buyers have. So I'm really interested to hear how we flip that script and turn them into
Yeah.
trust triggers.
And so the 4 trust triggers are this. It's all based on how you need somebody to feel by somebody, your ideal client who's visiting your page, your website, your social, right? Because this is our brand trust video is pinned on the top of your social media profiles. It shows up on your site. So what do people need to feel after watching this 3-minute video? They need to feel, one, that you get them on a very deep level, right? It's all about them, by the way. So it's
Yeah.
your story, but just like any good marketing, it's all about how they feel. You get them deeply, meaning, I mean, I feel like I'm going to preach to the choir here, and I feel like if you've been learning from Deb, this is not going to be any news to you, but it's way deeper than a superficial level of like, I understand your pain points, I understand your desires. Like it goes way deeper than that, right? What's keeping them up at night? What's really moving them to want to solve this deep gut thing that's bothering them, and what do they actually want to achieve with that? What is the actual end result? Is it freedom to spend time with their family, freedom to decide what they want to do with their time because they've optimized XYZ, because they've solved XYZ. So you get them, your specific niche people.
Yeah, and going really deep. What's the shame that they're afraid to admit out loud?
Yes. What are
When
they
you
not
hit
telling
that
anyone
vein,
that you know about? Yes.
exactly.
Very good. I love that one. Number 2 is that you care about them. And I feel like this is where the trust deficit lies. This is the time that we're living right now. I have been burned by high ticket coaches. You just described a student who's been burned. Like across the board, this is happening over and over and over again, making people distrust even more. Right. So if I am looking at great copy, I am such a savvy marketer, especially after I've been sold
Yeah.
to and fell for a program that was definitely not worth the, crazy amounts of money that I paid for it. But it helped me actually, I thank God for that experience, because it helped me feel what distrust feels like. It put me in that place of distrust so that I could understand how to overcome that. So it was a game changer for my business when I went through that process. But I wish it upon no one. And funny enough, it's like one of the most commented on and shared posts on my Instagram is when I tell that story of having been burned by a high ticket coach.
Wow.
And so you care about your people, you care about the person who's watching. And the way that we demonstrate that is not making them feel like they're a number on our Stripe screenshot account, right? Or the screenshot of our Stripe account. They should not feel like a number on a spreadsheet or a name on a spreadsheet with like a counter next to it. Like, how long is it going to take for this person to buy? How many follow-ups did I need to have? They shouldn't feel like a lead. They shouldn't feel like they're just, part of your sales ecosystem. They should feel like you care about them individually as people, and you care more than growing your business. You care about getting them an actual result, right? You care about what's in it for them just as much as you care about your bank account, right? So that level of care and humanity should come right through in your brand video. The third trust trigger is that you've got them. So this is where the authority and the expertise comes in. This is where the experience comes in. This is typically the pillar that we focus more on in our content. When you're like showing up as the expert, make sure you can teach from expertise and from authority. And I think that pillar is very important. I frankly don't want to spend a ton of money investing on someone who doesn't know what they're doing. I want somebody with proven experience, with the case studies, with the testimony, like with that, platform and I want the experience, right? I want to know that I'm in good hands. And so the feeling that actually comes from that is the feeling of relief, right? When your audience can feel like you've got them and that they're in good hands, they're going to pay and they're going to go like this. They're going to be excited and they're going to go, oh, God,
It's
my
relief.
person.
Yeah, I feel safe.
Yep.
I feel safe.
Absolutely
I feel
safe.
taken
Yes.
care of. I feel supported. Exactly.
Right. So we're now moving that to the feeling that they have after buying from you after 6 months of interacting with you and reading from you and listening to you, we're now shifting that feeling to the beginning of the funnel. Like, oh my gosh, this person has, like, I haven't bought from them yet, but I know I want to. Like, I'm halfway there,
Yeah.
right? And so that's trust trigger number 3. They need to feel like you've got them. Trust trigger number 4 is that we actually vibe. We like each other. Like, I like you. I like you as a person,
Yeah.
and I can see myself learning from you and enjoying that process. I can see myself loving the journey of getting to the results that you promise. And you can't take that away from the experience. You know, I think there are people in the world. I'm not going to say everybody buys based on vibe alone, and it's not vibe alone, right? It's one of the
Right.
4 triggers. But I do feel like less and less people are just spending money on proven results, like get me these results or money back, you know, and this sort of, I hate to say it, but like more bro
Bro
marketing vibe.
marketing. Yeah.
Exactly. And I think I don't want to
Bash
single
the
out the
bros.
men. I think,
No, there's a precision in the marketing that the bros do that is worth learning from. But the tactics of the communication
yeah.
doesn't vibe with feminine buyers.
Or again, and I've seen male buyers, right? I've had male clients. I think it's across the board, regardless of your gender. Do you want to work with people where you actually enjoy learning from them?
Mhm.
Yes or no? And that's all that is, right? And I have seen plenty of amazing marketers where I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm really intrigued by this. Like they're selling to me really well. And I would 100% buy from them, but I don't actually like this person. Like
Mhm.
our values don't align, right? And this is where a lot of buyers, like, there's so much data around how people are making buying decisions based on whether there's alignment in values, right? So I don't want to build a business Hormozy style. Like I really appreciate the man, but I don't want to live like that. I want to buy from somebody who's built their business spending time with their family and being able to like scale a business that doesn't require working 24/7,
Mm.
right? So we're looking for things that in their values that align with us.